how selfish is it to walk in a room and think that everyone's focused on you, like as if they don't have their own problems, their own things that they're excited about, their own goals they're working towards, their own insecurities? Oh my God, this light is so bright. It's like a spotlight on me. You probably think the same thing when you walk into a grocery store or that office meeting or the gym, right? You probably walk in and you think, man, there's this bright spotlight on me and everyone's probably going to see me and all the insecurities that I have. Okay, maybe you don't walk in and think there's this bright, shiny spotlight on you, but you do walk in and you think that all eyes are on you, that someone's going to notice that stain in your shirt, or someone's going to notice that your hair is just slightly out of place this morning. Now, this is a real thing called the spotlight effect. And if you struggle with confidence or anxiety, then you're probably going to know this very, very well. See, the spotlight effect is essentially this idea that we tend to think that other people notice more than they do. We think that everything is actually revolving around us and that there's this spotlight on us, and everyone, when we walk into a room, they're noticing us. They see the insecurities. They're judging us by the way we walk, or they're noticing if we're feeling anxious or not. That we think that other people are noticing all of these things about ourselves. And then what happens is you get more and more in your head, you're worried about what they're thinking, and then your face starts turning red and your heart starts racing and your hands get sweaty, and then you start closing off even more, and then you think that other people notice that, and so then it makes you close off even more, and then that can lead you into just feeling really bad, maybe even start panicking, all of these things. But this is beautiful because now we can start to shed some awareness on what's actually happening. And this is the spotlight effect. You literally just think that everyone is actually thinking about you way more than they actually are. You think that there's this spotlight over you, and so then everyone's focusing their energy on you when you're in the gym. But when we really take a step back and we think about this for a second, if that's the case for you, wouldn't that be the case for most other people in the gym, or maybe even everyone else? They walk in and they think that there's a spotlight over them and that other people are going to judge them or think about their hair, or did they pick the right shirt today, or is their shirt and shorts matching? Like whatever it is, don't you think that if you're so focused on that, then maybe other people are also having a similar experience within themselves? It's like, why do you think that you're so different from everyone else? We're all experiencing life within this right here. There's a bunch of information outside of us, and we're taking in this information through our senses. Our eyes, our touch, our smell, our taste, our hearing. We're taking in all this information and then we're processing it in our brain. And so even as you listening right here, it's like this is being experienced like within this like space, right? So you think that it's all here, that your whole reality is right here. That's what everyone else is processing the same way. And so we all get stuck here thinking that everything is about us, but it's not. And I'm not saying that you're self-centered and that you're constantly thinking everything is about you, but subconsciously you kind of are. It's like, in a way, how selfish is it to walk in a room and think that everyone's focused on you, like as if they don't have their own problems, their own things that they're excited about, their own goals they're working towards, their own insecurities? Like, you walk into a grocery store, it's not all eyes on you. It's not that they take everything out of their life and all of a sudden it's like, I'm going to forget about everything that I got going on in my life and I'm going to focus on them and I'm going to judge them for everything that I see. Like, nobody's thinking that. Especially not you, right? You're not walking in and immediately your energy goes in and you're judging everyone else. You might notice that can arise, right? You might notice yourself finding some judgments in others, but most often you're more worried about what they're thinking about you. And so oftentimes you are thinking that they're thinking about you, but really they are thinking that you're thinking about them. Go back and listen to that again if you didn't quite follow that. So when we can start realizing that, oh, wow, okay, a lot of this anxiety, a lot of this fear, a lot of this heaviness and this closed offness that happens when I walk into public spaces or into that boardroom meeting or into the grocery store or wherever is coming from just this idea that you think that everyone's thinking about you. And so just tapping into the awareness of recognizing that this is where it's coming from, now you can start walking in and you can relax a little bit more and say, oh, wow, imagine that there's a spotlight on everyone else, okay? Rather than just yourself. And realize that as you're going throughout the grocery store or wherever you're at, that everyone's in their own little zone, in their own world. And if you're walking by, they might be thinking that you're thinking about them. Right? And so at least this can help you relax a bit, knowing that not everyone is focused all of their energy on you. You might have a bad hair day, but walking by that person in the grocery store or checking out at the register, that person has so many other things going on in their head, in their life, that they don't give two craps about what your hair looks like. Even if they do, even if in that moment they're like, wow, this person's got some wacky hair, you're going to leave and they will never think about you again. Like, it's not going to impact your life. And so when you can really relax into this, you're going to start taking more power back in your life. So some practical things that you can do as well when you're walking in and you feel like this world is kind of collapsing on you and everyone's got eyes on you, you need to take your focus off of all of these people. You need to take your focus into the present moment. So what can you do? What I'll do is I'll focus on my breathing. So I'll get really intentional about my breathing too. I'll take in a deep breath through my nose, feeling up my belly. I'll release it really slowly from my mouth as if I'm heating up hot glass. This is going to actually impact my nervous system. It's going to take me out of the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight and flight, the survival mode, which is going to make you feel like this. And it's going to help you relax into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest, which is actually going to help you open up and relax and feel more confident in that moment. And so I will literally start paying attention to my breath, and I'll take these deliberate deep breaths in. And what happens is as soon as you focus on your breath, you're not focusing on everyone else thinking about you. You're in your own frame, and now you're starting to relax. Another thing that I'll do is I'll take my attention and I'll put it onto the bottom of my feet. So I'm walking around or I'm standing somewhere, or I have shoes on, socks on maybe. I'll notice the sensation of my foot on the floor, or my foot in the shoe, or the sock wrapped around my foot within the shoe. Like, I'll just bring my attention to explore what I'm feeling in that moment, because that sensation is happening in the present moment right here within your own frame. So rather than, again, your attention going out into everyone else's frame and what they're all thinking about you, you come back into the present moment in your frame, and now your thoughts are just right here, right now. Your thoughts aren't, oh no, what are they thinking about me? Oh gosh, I'm so insecure. Your thoughts are, I noticed a sensation in my foot. And literally, as dumb or as simple as that might sound, it is profound, because in that moment, it's not that you're actually not okay. It's just that your brain is starting to create all of these thoughts that make you feel like you're not okay. So when you can ground yourself in the present moment, notice your feet, notice your breath, take these deep breaths, now your thoughts will actually align with the truth, which is that you are okay. And so this is going to help you relax. And you can do this literally anywhere, at any time. You could do it right now watching this video. You could do it laying in bed at night when you're starting to get stressed and overthink and you can't fall asleep. Focus on the sensation of the blankets on your body. Focus on the sensation of your breath. Maybe your belly's moving up and down and it's moving the blankets, like whatever. You can focus on these sensations in the present moment. Focus on you being in your frame, and it's going to help you actually calm your mind, relax your body, and feel a little bit more confident. So remember that when you're starting to think that everyone else is thinking about you and you're in a conversation and you feel like they're judging you, remember that there's just this artificial spotlight above your head. And all you have to do is tap in your breath. And that's just like you reaching up and turning off that spotlight. It's going to help you feel lighter, more confident, and express yourself authentically. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you do feel like you got value from it, all I ask is that you go ahead and hit a like on this video to tell me that it was valuable to you. Comment down below any thoughts that you have, if you disagree or agree with anything, and if you want to see any other types of content. And also make sure to hit that subscribe. A lot of people will just watch videos, you'll get some value out of it, but you'll forget to hit that subscribe. And what happens is then you won't get my further videos, which are going to continue to provide value to you to improve your life. And I'll be honest, the likes, the comments, the subscribes helps the algorithm on YouTube to get my content out to more people so that it can impact more people. So just by you doing all three of those things right now as I'm talking, you are serving other people, because this will then reach more people and impact their lives. All right, that's it for this one. I'm sending you love and confident energy. I'll see you in the next video.